People think celebrities are just entertainers. They don't realize they're watching rituals. They don't realize they're watching possession, and they definitely don't realize how far back this goes or how deep. This isn't new. This began in Kemet, ancient Egypt, where the gods weren't worshipped from a distance, they were embodied. The pharaoh didn't just speak to Ra, he was Ra in flesh. Isis, Set, Horus, Thoth, each had temples, priesthoods, and living avatars. When a ritual was done, it was done to invite the god into the body, through song, through movement, through trance, and the people would gather, sing, and offer, feeding the god through the vessel. Now, the temples are gone, but the structure, still here. The arena is the temple, the stage is the altar, the celebrity is the vessel, and the crowd is the worship. Beyonce channels Oshun, Doja Cat mirrors Lilith, Kali, and Sekhmet. Nicki Minaj doesn't perform Roman, she hosts him. Gaga dresses as Baphomet, Rihanna at the Super Bowl in red is the Scarlet Isis, Kanye calling himself Yeezus. It's not ego, it's God-form invocation. But to understand why this works, you have to understand the mind. There was a time when humans didn't think like we do. Before the self, as we know it existed, the mind was bicameral, split. One side gave commands and the other heard voices as gods. This is not a metaphor, this is neurological structure. People didn't make decisions, they heard commands, and those commands were divine. That part of the brain still exists. The ancient part that hears, sees, and feels meaning in symbols. It's why people cry when Beyonce walks into the water. Why people obsess over red stages, winged costumes, and masked dancers. Why they feel something holy even if they can't explain it. Because the bicameral mind broke, but the need for the gods didn't. So now the divine is projected outward onto celebrities, brands, music, and screens. Here's where it gets weird. When these stars channel gods, they don't always close the ritual. They invoke archetypes too massive to contain, and over time, the vessel fractures. That's when you see it. The glitching, the rage, the crime, the lost time, the multiple personas, the alter egos that can't be controlled, the mental breakdowns that never get explained. It's not just trauma. It's overload. The psyche collapsing under the weight of hosting something too divine, too chaotic, or too ancient without grounding. In Egypt, only the initiated could embody the gods. They trained, they purified, they closed the portal. Now, anyone with a label and a budget gets turned into a god with no protection, no ritual, closure, and no memory of who they were before. The body becomes the offering. The mind becomes the altar. And when it collapses, the public watches, still looping the song, still praising the icon, and still feeding the spirit that broke the vessel. And that's the part no one talks about. This isn't just fame. It's modern sacrifice. The gods didn't die, they migrated into culture. And the price of invoking them without memory is the fragmentation of the soul.